Hi, welcome to another video on my pneumatic hand robotic arm with a gear to move the arm and a motor with gear to pivot the arm clockwise and counterclockwise. If you've watched the previous episodes, then you know that things mostly work. The compressor works, fingers work, arm up and down movement work. What remains is the pivot motor. And in the end of the previous episode you saw that it goes wrong in just one direction, because mostly that this happens. This gearbox shifts and then a big whining comes because this spindle of the motor runs free. Now, when taking a closer look at the motor, let's take it off. I can put it like this and it will work. However, when doing so, no matter which direction, it will shift. And now you see here a notch, and I want to try to put something right here. Let me take something like this, maybe, that I shift like this, and then something right here that it holds. The question is though, will this run freely? Yes, it will. So what is the problem then? I think, but I'll have to test that, there's a big catch right here, because when I put the gear right here, or right here, let me just do it. Put the motor on it. And there we have the problem again, or already I should say. This construction isn't really made for it. Here you see, this is exactly the problem. It won't go. In this section it will, but due to the construction here and here, that is exactly the problem. And removing this and shifting it again on, there's no problem. So the big question is how to solve this. I can do it with just going here, but then again I have to count the seconds or the place, have a switch maybe and let it stop, or something else, because you've noticed in the previous episode as well that in one direction it goes like this and the other direction it goes completely like this. and 3 seconds, maybe 3 seconds, but if the motor doesn't hold, that's no good. So yeah, this episode is on how do I improve this pivoting motor. Let's just check several opportunities or possibilities. And then it turns out there is a solution anyway, by applying an extra gear. So this extra gear will be put here. The motor will go a step backwards, and this construction will be put on the motor, and that should do it. So first things first, this motor has to go. Let me shift it off for a moment. And previously this proved to be a nice way to get this out of the way. Yes. So first I need to put this in here somehow. This is a nice way because then this holder is exactly here. And again I need to apply some force on it. Careful that things don't break. There it goes. So this is, oops, this is one, and it looks like I need a distance holder. So this is a nice distance holder. Let me see if that exactly applies the distance. Or the other way around, because it is not exactly flat here, but there it is. So let me see. That fits. Then how long is this part? So holding this, the motor should fit here. Which is exactly here. So this one should be here and this one should be here. So let's try to fix that. That's one. And let's hope that is indeed the solution. That may be an oops. It looks like a little bit too high. Yes. So I shift this in, and this looks very nicely. The problem now is how do I apply this? And as you can see, this doesn't work exactly as I expected. There's a height difference. So, while the idea is nice, I need to find a solution for this. But the solution itself, with the gear in between, is a nice one, because now it won't shift for sure. And there's no obstacle right here. So that is one part of the solution. Now for this one. After trying out several options, I think that this will be the only option available now with these slidings at the same height. So let's put this inside. It doesn't go any further. And now let's see if it actually works. So I have to put some distance because of the arm, the length of the arm. Since it is quite long, and then we can see if it works and correctly. And of course, equally important is to actually put some. Alright. Now that's immediately a failure. A big failure. The gearing immediately slipped out. Nope. Nice idea. But it's not working. Not working at all. For two, now this one is alright, but this gear totally slipped out. Let me put the camera a little bit closer. Now it's not working anymore. So, as you can see, hopefully, this gear totally went out. Maybe I can put the camera a little bit better. It's hard to see. Anyway, I have to figure out something that... Oh, there's something else going on now. Because the distance holder slipped off. And now this is better, but still I need something to hold it on its place. And yet this is still too flexible. So I think I need to put a connection right here and right there. Otherwise this is not going to work. Stopping the program, because it's not about the arm, it's now about the pivot motor. And I have to find a way. But how to do that? I can put another one of that on it. Let's see. Yeah, that won't be as easy. Alright, if I put one over here, there's no problem, it won't hit anything. So that's one thing. And then I need to fix this somehow. And see how that holds. So two things to fix. This one and this. Some things to do. So, in order to keep this thing over here, I decided to construct this. Just a few of those elements, which will then go in here like this. So I put this on it. And then it won't be high enough, low enough for that. So I need to shift it a little bit down. And then it will fit, I assume. And one. Hopefully that will do. And shifting this motor completely there. I can only hope that is sufficient. So let's see how this works. Now, once again, of course, connecting the motor. And okay, I don't like this. I don't like that at all. So, shifting the gear in. I see what the problem is. I have to push this a bit further. So let's see how it works now. Ouch. That did not work at all. Obviously. Nope. it shifted completely that way at first attempt. So while this gear is alright now, this, despite this construction, is still a problem. So I can completely take this out. It has no use at all. Which means that stabilizing the motor for now also has no use, since I first have to make sure that the gearbox stays in place. And with this construction it showed that it doesn't stay in place. So this idea in itself is nice, but this gearbox stays being the culprit. And with this construction I have to take care that it stays a rather slim construction. And that is a big challenge. So with all this and the gearbox, this gearbox running absolutely fine, I haven't tried the compressor now, but that's not a problem. The gearbox of the pivot is, and that I leave for next time. So for now, thank you for watching, and certainly to be continued.